like in war, I understand it, and I understand how you gotta be ruthless, you know, against an enemy, like especially terrorists. Like if a terrorist is attacking this country or something, yeah, I get the ruthless part, but what's happened is that ruthlessness has just gone over into psychopathic insanity. And there's one light, red SUV coming up right there. But so it goes over the line where ruthlessness to win a war becomes just complete insanity, and it just keeps crossing lines. Because apparently, I mean, I'm not really learning about this guy who's attacking me. The only thing I'm learning is that it's a lot worse than I think. Like, he's getting a lot worse than I think. He's becoming a bigger liar and doing more violence and doing more evil stuff than I can even imagine. And that's a hard thought for me because I can't follow along with him. Like, you know, I want to believe that people are good, and I know that the majority of Americans and the majority of the world are good. And I can't follow along with this guy. I can't predict, like, you know, how he's gonna try and make me look or what he's gonna do, because he has his hands on a technology that can microwave images into my mind. And then, like, if he's got somebody like my neighbors and they just give them a little bit of the surveillance and don't explain like what the capabilities of it, they can make it look like whatever they want. So it's very dangerous. I mean, I guess powerful in an evil way, and that's the only way it's going to ever be, because it's hidden. If it's not hidden, then this will become a tool that people will use to do good, to understand each other. Hidden, it just becomes like a magical power that these people think they have. Like I guess they almost think they're like, and I don't want to use this term because like I am a superhero, I love superheroes and stuff like that, but it gives them that kind of feeling. I mean, think about it. It's like, what does Superman do? He can look through walls, you know, he can, like, I don't know, x-ray vision, stuff like that. And I think these people, they take that and they're like, we can do anything, you know, they think they can do anything because it's hidden. So that's why it's so important. It's important for any technology to come out into the light, because without that, it will remain hidden and used for evil. And it's stupid because I'm hearing, you know, you hear rumors of wars and like what's happening in Syria right now, and like what's happening in Russia, and how these are countries that, you know, if they thought they could, you know, take us down, they would. And like, so some of these men are being confused into thinking that we're building up a directed energy like weaponry so we can protect ourselves, but they're actually attacking innocent citizens, pointing the finger of every citizen against these innocent civilians, while our external threats, our external enemies are just getting stronger, and they'll, like, you know, they're doing the same thing to their citizens too. It's not a way to get people prepared to take on external threats. Like when you're just killing an innocent citizen whose hands are kind of tied, like in his bed while he's sleeping, it doesn't prepare people for real war. Like for people like invading us or something happening, like an emergency happening, people will, when that happens, they'll be like, well, I was just killing this guy in his sleep. Now we're expected to, you know, learn how to really fight, you know, real evil people. We were just, you know, killing this innocent guy, making him look crazy, and that was easy. So it kind of makes us weak and spineless, you know, all this stuff does. That's my opinion of it. But y'all know I won't quit. I won't quit trying to get this stuff out, and I see a lot of other target individuals out there. They're doing the same. We have to. It's like, I don't see it. I don't know. I haven't heard a lot of situations that I believe they just quit. They just like stop attacking you. Maybe the attacks become less, and I wish that for all of you. I hope that I'm very wrong about that, but in my eyes, it's like, and with the kind of guy that's attacking me and how he's been indoctrinated into this, you know, he's not going to stop anytime soon unless he's forced to. Which is why it's like, you know, we got to put the awareness out. If enough people complain, you know, it will stop. You know, if senators and representatives have enough people going to them and just complaining about it, and complaining about all the animals that are hurt. Like, my dog can't hear anymore. She she has no hearing. Like, she'll be sitting on the other side of the room, and I'll call her, and she can't hear it. Like, if you tap on something, she'll hear that vibration and start just growling, thinking it's the dog, the door, somebody knocking at the door. So she's really been hurt by this. A lot of animals and people, families, really been hurt by this. And it just seems like, and well, we'll get through it. We'll definitely get through it. It's definitely, the program is going to end sometime. I don't know how soon it is. I wish I had a crystal ball. That's the thing about these things. Like, you know, some of my comments, and I'm sorry if I don't respond to a lot of y'all's comments. I'm trying, but you know, I'm trying to do a lot of stuff at once. So I'm sorry if I don't comment back. There are a lot of good comments, and even if you disagree with me, especially, please leave comments. If you disagree with how I'm doing things, like, discourse is great. But I see a lot of comments that are like, you know, you're talking about, there was one guy, and I guess I kind of want to respond to him. He's saying you're talking about lawsuits, and you're talking about, like, you know, people becoming aware and you know, fixing this thing. And I'm not even saying reparations for us, but just freedom for us, you know, this program ending. And he kind of, I mean, he was kind of, he's a target individual. He's been a target individual for a while, I think. And I'm gonna talk to him more, but, you know, he had a doom and gloom mentality, like, this is all just gonna be bad, and this is gonna turn into, you know, an apocalypse type thing where they take control, and we can't really stop it. And, you know, I sometimes I'm hopeless, and I'm like, well, the system is so corrupt and big, you know, they really can just do whatever they want. But we can't have that mentality. Like, we have to believe we can change this, because that's the only way we are going to change it. If you see your attackers, like, they'll try and change reality to where, I mean, they're torturing you, they're surveilling you, and they're trying to twist it all on you. And so it's like, these people, even though they use it in an evil way, it's like, it is kind of true. You have to make things happen. It has to be a balance of respecting reality, then making things happen. These people go all the way over to just, who cares about reality? We're just going to make this guy's innocent, but we're just going to make him look real bad and just put people around him. We'll just make this happen. But there's some part of that mentality that actually does work. We can't believe, you know, that this is unstoppable. If you do believe that, you're not going to do as good. There's resources and things that we haven't even seen coming up. I know it for a fact. I know that, you know, the more people that speak out, the more people that say no, it does change things. Because in my own experience, just speaking out, and, like, I'm not even, like, especially now, like, I mean, at first I was kind of speaking clearly, but, like, I'm looking at this video now and how I'm kind of muttering and stumbling over my words. I'm still going to put the video out, because it's really how I feel. I mean, they're hitting me very, very hard, and it's, like, right in my temples, and, you know, so it's going to make me like this, you know, sometimes. But I'll just push through it, you know, and even me doing that, people leave comments on my page, then I can get other people, you know, subscribe to other testimonies, you know, connected to my Facebook page, and I'm one person, like, and it's made a difference. Look. It's made a difference, like, to other target individuals, like me to them, and it's also just created a lot of positivity from them that I don't think I could keep going, you know, without my target individual friends who, you know, pump me up and leave positive comments. I definitely couldn't keep going, and I'm just like one guy doing that. So if we all do that, I mean, it will create awareness on top of awareness. And you can't stop that. Once the public knows, they can't stifle that, because this isn't one event that they can kind of just do. And I really do believe that. I believe there are events in our history, and I'm not going to get into the details. There are events in our history that they were like one-time things that happened that were conspiracies and corrupt, and then they were easy to cover up, because they weren't even easy to cover up, even though it was a one-time incident. But people didn't ask about it as much. This is different. This is different because it's constantly going on, and there are constantly more target individuals being So it's not this one incident that people can cover up or deny or anything like that. People will have to face it sooner or later. The more peaceful, the sooner, it's like a cancer. Like if you let a cancer go and spread throughout the whole body, you're gonna have to, you're gonna have to do a lot of stuff that might kill your body to get that cancer out. But if you catch a cancer early and try and get it out, it's a lot easier. And that's what this is. The longer that we wait on it, the longer that it goes on, the harder that it'll be. And see, I've been seeing a lot of trailers lately. So I think they're doing the trailer thing on me. I was watching the, and I'll mention his name because he's a pretty big target individual. He gets a lot of views. He keeps on fighting. The Iceman Cometh. He says he gets a lot of trailers. There's another trailer right there. And so I've been watching a lot of his videos, so they know I'm aware of it. When I start becoming aware, there's another trailer right across from there. So it's like 1, 2, and then one there. But when I become aware of something, or like I see it happening to another target individual, like on a YouTube video, I'll notice that it starts happening to me a lot. Or after a while. After that, oh, there's 2 trailers right there. Right, side by side. But that's what I notice. I notice when I'm studying something and they know that I'm aware of it and that I'm thinking about it, then they'll start doing it to me. And it does take a while to build up. Like people around me, this morning, I woke up at around 4:30 in the morning because like I'm just so tired when I get home. Like I've been sleeping a lot more. I think it's because the remote neural monitoring has been putting me to sleep basically. Plus they're hitting me pretty hard, so my body's really tired from the torture. But so I go to sleep, really early. I have kind of a weird schedule. But I woke up at like 4:30 this morning, and the truck, two places down in the townhouse at the end, it drove off, and then right after that, the car in the place right next to me, they turned off their car alarm and drove off too. So it was like both of the places right exactly at 4:30, right at the same time. There's a one light truck with a car, like a tow truck. One light car there. But it was like 4:30 in the morning, and it's usually like right when I wake up, the people around me will start doing something. They'll start some activity or go out to their cars or something like that. So what I'm wondering is, like, what surveillance are they seeing? Is it just like, are they not giving, or do they not have microwave equipment that's going through my wall surveilling me, and they're like, being relayed a message, like, okay, target's up, do this, and kind of just being controlled by, Lynn across the city. I kind of question that, or if they're, just getting like closed circuit views of the surveillance, but they are somehow involved. And it took them about 3 months to do that. Like I was walking to take out the trash one day, and like nobody came out, but as I walked by the cars, 3 cars, the car alarms, like to lock the car, went off, but nobody was around the cars. They were like inside their apartments, and when I walked by, they went off. And that happened in 3 cars, like right in my little kind of place where my townhouse is. And it took them a long time to get people involved around me. I mean, it took months. So I don't know how they do it, if they're very careful about it, if they surveil the people around you to make sure, who's gonna kind of work with them and who's not. I really don't know. Trying to figure it out, definitely. But we got to keep going. And I am very, like my whole neck, like the muscles in the front of my neck and in my face and my cheek, hurt so bad. So I'm sorry about probably jumping around a lot. But it's a stressful thing. I do want to mention too, and I mean, I know a lot of target individuals talk about this, and it really does hurt. But it's, I mean, I love my friends. We went out the other night, and these guys were hitting me so hard, and we just went to like a little it's called the Rum House, a little bar and a place where you can get food.